You said you're in 144 countries doing different kind of strategies for different kind of companies within the fintech industry.
Yeah.
What are some like different trends you've noticed that are like maybe impacting the global stage? Yeah.
What I think is happening right now is we currently have a pretty big economic instability. I do think our economy is a bit chaotic right now. So, inflation rates are ridiculously high. Energy prices have gone off the charts. Banks are closing down. We had never heard that. Stock market is going crazy. It's extremely volatile. Bond prices, which is considered a very safe asset, bond prices have fell like 60% after Credit Suisse takeover. So, given all those, I think that there's a global economy, chaos right now. Customers have become really, really aware. They're become very conscious about their spending, given the whole instability. And from a business perspective, the supply chains are fixed. They are producing. Their marketing is fixed. But I think businesses will have a great challenge in selling the product. So
Right.
the very last step, which is the sales.
And I've
Yep.
I've always seen that like as soon as this inflation thing started happening, the cost of money started to become more expensive. Consumer debt is more expensive. If in 2020 if the interest rate was 18%, now it's 23 or 24% on a credit card, all of a sudden you're a little bit
Absolutely.
more gun shy. So that
Yep.
product and that marketing better be tight, like you're saying, or else
Yep.
that cost elasticity for all the economic students out there is going to be
Yep.
very, very inelastic when it comes to these price
Yes.
things, right? I'm not going to buy a $15 cheeseburger anymore. But
Sure.
can you maybe give like a 30,000 foot view of what fintech is?
Sure. So, well, fintech, it stands for financial technology,
Yep.
and basically, it's, marrying financial services with technology. Actually, better way to put it would be disrupting the traditional financial services industry, which is decades old, with technology. And I guess the best way for me to explain what a fintech is through some use cases, through some examples. Uh, let's look at mobile banking.
Okay.
Just a few years ago, if we wanted to make any interact with our bank, we would have to go to the bank.
Right.
Then came the websites, which would allow us to do most things, but not all. And now, today's world, especially in more financially advanced countries, or cities such as London, pretty much you can do everything that your bank would offer from your cell phone without ever going to the bank.
Mhm.
So that is, disrupting how a typical bank worked a few years ago by using technology through your cell phone, and really giving that power to the end customer to basically use that service. Now you can trade 24 hours. You can trade. You can long a stock, a short a stock. You can trade bond prices. You can trade
Wow.
contracts. You can trade future derivatives, commodity trading. So all that is now at tip of your fingers. So literally, that is disrupting how trading used to be by integrating technology into it. That's a big use case for fintech.
And that goes back again to speed, like we were talking about earlier.
Speed and customer service, right? So if I can send the money from my couch versus having to go to Western Union, I may pay $1 more for that service. And similarly, if I send the money and if the receiver receives the money instantaneously, I may even spend $2 more than if it's going to take 3 days. An industry that isn't well heard of called RegTech. It's like
Reg
regulatory
tech.
technology. Financial services industry is one of the most heavily regulated industries.
Hmm.
But given that, technology is really reducing the time that it takes from an idea to like reaching end customers, uh, making sure that your product and your services are compliant to the regulatory standards is one thing that's preventing speed, which we talked about. There's going to be technologies that will embed regulatory frameworks into the fintech world.